Just as it seemed that victory was at hand, the Corps suffered a serious setback. Armed troops, fighting with stubborn desperation, blasted the Corps line and breached it. Corps forces, taking heavy casualties, were driven back and finally regrouped on high ground. They were surrounded.
Alright, so our penultimate episode of our Core Let's Play. Our goal is to survive, probably destroy every arm unit basically, but they're going to be coming at us. So this will be interesting. So we will hold out to the best of our ability to do so. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Oh, look at that's kind of fun. We're starting with multiple damage conditions. Let's get a lay of the land. So we are, before we unpause, we are pretty much dead center in the middle of the map here by the looks of things. Well, hopefully not dead center, if you get my drift. Start with a can. The diplomat probably won't be exceedingly useful, but we got moderate anti-aircraft. Only 3 anti-aircraft units. I'll try and bring those to the middle. But I think our goal, obviously, is, yeah, we'll just try and build a fortification around our little area here. Again, we're so far into it, I have basically no memory of what this is supposed to be like, or what this is. So let's, we do start with a construction K-bot, so we'll go ahead and put him to use. Let's kind of try and figure out our area a little bit. We'll bring the diplomat towards the middle. I want to find the edges, roughly, of like this hill or whatever that we're on. Wind speed, not the greatest. Oh, there's a spider. There's multiple spiders. Lots of spiders coming in actually right away. Not exactly the wisest move, I would say. Like, that's not what I would, you know, send in as my initial scouting party, but, you know, what am I to know? I guess I'm not an armed tactical genius. Let's see, our K-bot appears to be unfrozen now. Let's go ahead and get a solar collector up. I almost wonder, so this is the hill that I'm thinking we should not venture too far from, at least not initially. Thinking of what our best defense plan would be. Let's build another wind generator, because that one's actually like within the realm of variability that I would consider acceptable. It looks like we might only have 4 metal extractors to work with. I'm thinking slashers, naturally, right? Like, how could we not do slashers? Just an all-around great defense unit. Okay, we might have access to a 5th metal by the looks of things here, so let's find the limits again of our hill. This is the hill that we choose to fight and die on for the glory of the Core Empire. It's kind of funny, again, tipping our hand every once in a while to just how caught up in recording these I've gotten. Part of it because knowing that I would be taking a temporary leave of absence, at least at some point, because I'm going to be moving and work's going to be crazy for a little bit too, leading up to moving. It's currently April 14th, and I know you're watching this in June, so you're probably like, what the heck? The newer episode 7 of The Mandalorian just came out, and that was, like, superb. I really loved it. So, you guys know how it ends, and I don't. But, that was really cool. Just getting to see the Mandalorian fleet, basically. Like, that was, to me, that was actually maybe the coolest, like, fleet scene we've seen in, like, a live-action Star Wars property, I guess you could say. Because even, I'd say even including the movies, that might actually be, like, one of the times I was most like, whoa, this is, like, pretty awesome. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that the show's built up to it. If you think about it, like, how much legwork was put in, and then, like, we finally get this kind of reward of, like, oh my goodness, here's the Mandalorian fleet. We know kind of, like, how valuable that is, too. like, those ships have been fought for. We've actually seen them take, like, I think at least 2 of the ships in those that fleet from the Empire, because, you know, they've got the flagship, or whatever to say is the light cruiser, which I can't remember the class right now that it technically is, but they just call it the light cruiser in the show, and then we've seen that type of ship before in Rebels as well. But that was, obviously we've seen them take that in Season 2's finale, and then we've seen at various points, I think we saw Gazanti get captured in Season 2 as well, but now to like see them all together like that is quite cool, and to know sort of the history of some of those ships and how they were actually acquired in the first place is a pretty neat thing that you don't get in a lot of properties. So that's that was pretty cool to be sort of able to see the culmination of that, and hopefully see, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. Seems like things could be tricky next episode, so I guess we'll see, but see, hopefully, Mandalore reclaimed and the Mythosaur rise from the depths, considering we got that tease, I want to say back in episode 1 or 2, where Bo-Katan catches the glimpse of the Mythosaur when she's down in the living waters, and it's like, whoa, hello there. That could be interesting. Let's go ahead, let's get some Dragon's Teeth up around our perimeter here. Curious how that's gonna operate with what we're going for. I wonder if I order the Diplomat, we can radar target some of these. I don't want to accidentally trigger something on one hand, but on the other hand, we could thin out their forces before they arrive, and that would be very helpful as well. What's I want to say we could build a, let's build a Gat turret there. Let's maybe send our let's have repair some of these things. Are we not in range? Is the map, maybe the map's bigger than I suspected? It's possible we're not actually in range, which is surprising to me, but I guess it makes some sense. This is actually a decently large map, so I am curious what our end result is going to be here. Let's have you guys move down here. We'll send this guy down to reclaim trees. One, because, you know, that way we have more space to build things, obviously, but two, I do see it as a potential problem to have these trees around and potentially getting lit on fire and then doing damage to our stuff. That's not ideal. So I think to me it makes sense to try and get rid of some of them. You know, we're the core. We're not into this green stuff the way that the arm is, so let's go ahead and put an end to it. Commander, your D-gun skills are going to be requested. Nicely done. Very short-lived incursion there by the PoEs. I wonder, because I do anticipate more like climbing units, and that's part of why I built the Gat gun here. I do think, I wonder if more of them will come from down that way, just because it's a, you know, gentler slope, obviously. Let's go ahead and get the Diplomat into position, see if we can snipe some of these. I know you can hit that, right? Come on, Diplomat. Seriously? Is that out of range for you? Whatever. So the Diplomat's nearly useless. That's the great conclusion we've come to. Excellent. How far is the range of the Gat? About that far. Okay. Let's build a missile tower here as well. I like the idea of trying to build the fortress on top of the mountain. I don't know if it'll be effective, but it is fun, and that's worth something. Alright, let's get a couple more missile towers. Can you? Nope, not quite. I think eventually what we'll do, we'll get our fortress built, and then we'll, I do want to make sure we get artillery up too, because I would be bummed to be outranged by things. And then I do think we will get ourselves some, let's cut slasher production for a second, get some more construction vehicles and then more slashers. But I do want to maybe build an air force, so that way we can always reach out, go hunting for things if we felt the need to. Hey there, guys. What about these? Can you hit those? Yeah, alright. See if we can get some action going on there with whatever's patrolling around us. And can you hit that one? Okay, maybe stop. Being that they've gone below our maximum depression. Gun depression, kids, it's important. So then you can have your endless arguments on the internet about, you know, which tank is slightly better because it can depress its cannon 2 degrees more. Which, you know, makes a difference, okay? I'm not trying to poo-poo anyone here. Let's see, can you get down there? That would be amusing if we suddenly discovered that vehicles were lacking. Oh, look at that. That is a steep descent that the truck just pulled off there. Had his foot on the brakes on that one, I think. Oh. You see here the effectiveness of our dragon's teeth is doing pretty well. Our actual main problem is our, I think our slash, every once in a while one of our missiles I think is hitting the rear of our units, which is less than ideal. Oh, the cat gun is actually taking most of its damage from friendly fire. Let's go ahead and bring this one down. There's another gat gun going down here. kind of want more construction vehicles, honestly. See if we can move the slashers out a little bit. Do some patrolling. This is the part of the game where line queuing would be nice. That's sort of a feature of modern equivalence that we just do not have access to here in Total Annihilation. So we want a big line of Dragon's Teeth, and we have to do that by hand, which is exciting. So that's what has been running circles around us as zippers. Now we know. Go ahead and put down just a few more DT. Pyros on patrol. Where did all our did all our slashers just like run? Oh, there they are. Good, good. I was like, did they all die? But no, they are sort of slowly crawling along the bottom of the map there. Very well. Here comes the Zipper Brigade. And the Merle got off a shot. I wonder if it was going to target the Pyro. Yep. And we see there the Luger actually able to do its job. As opposed to our mobile artillery, which is usually much more ill-fated. A little less effective, typically, on a given day. Let's see what we can see a little bit here. We'll get a little bold now that our defensive position is decently well established. And Commander, you can reclaim. Tend to the bodies. Maybe I should get in an advanced lab at some point. I think I'll wait till obviously our artillery batteries are done, because that could be a problem if we, I think, try to afford too much at once. But I think we could definitely get in advanced labs soon. And then you guys, let's see, let's actually try and see if we can hit the edge of the map here and see if there's any enemy forces left sort of in our immediate adjacent zone. I'm sure there's way more. First of all, because obviously I'm thinking once they're all dead, the game will end. So there's sort of that little detail. Okay, we got at least one Luger. Several Lugers, I'm guessing, from that hail of shots. Oh, Fidos. Okay, you guys are dangerous. So we know what's over there. Almost done with our artillery. We got airplanes. Okay, we're done with one artillery battery. Get a couple more GAD emplacements. See, I feel like I don't want to be careful with what I say here, because I don't want to just be like, is that the best you got, Arm? And, you know, tempt something, you know, ask for something more than I can chew. It's like, be careful what you ask for. You will occasionally receive it. Okay, we got 2 batteries done. And again with the duty of reclaiming the trees. Progressing fairly well. Let's pop a cheeky metal extractor down here and then a radar next to it. Just so we can... Oh, what's that? Oh, we got EMGs trying to decorate our coast a little. What is that? Is that a flash? Is that a brawler and just some sort of weird line of sight thing was happening there? It's the only thing I can suspect. Okay. So we see there's a little more arm stuff on the map here. Let's go ahead and send the slashers down. Commander, you fall back into our lines at this point, I think. It's a smart move to do with you. Maybe we should get some more K-bots and like stud the walls with thuds. It's a decent idea. I'm gonna reclaim. One of you build a K-bot lab. And then you reclaim the vehicle plant. 'Cause I don't know if I really want it anymore. Oh, hey there. Got a roving eraser. Trying to mess with our military intelligence. Let's go ahead and get a radar right there. We got some Samsons and some more looters. Oh, there we go. They finally took out our sneaky, cheeky radar. That's okay. I think we were kind of anticipating that. It didn't make it very far on that one. I think they took out our regular radar emplacement. You know what? If you're gonna... I might have the diplomat hold fire because it's not exceptionally useful. So let's have you build a regular radar right there, since the AI just seems obsessed with targeting them. Let's go ahead, get some more thuds, and have them move out, and we'll have them, you know, we'll dot the cliffs with them. I'm thinking we can go ahead and get an air plant now. You're not busy at the moment, so how about you build us an air factory? And one of you get us an artillery, could be nice. Down there on the bottom. So that's our current radar coverage. Nothing to write home about. Tanner, you go assist with the air plant. And you can help build that artillery piece down there. And then you can keep reclaiming that, and let's get a construction aircraft. And reclaim that final tree. This is a fun little fortress we've built for ourselves, though. I do enjoy every once in a while basically just having a good old RTS, like almost city builder type experience, where it's just like, alright, here we are. Fort, core, advanced outpost. You know, we are here to secure the planet. This is our primary forward operating base. We'll leave a little gap there between the solar collectors so we can get another one through if we need to. Let's have one of you... We'll have you, like, kind of patrol up here. And then you... Oh, actually, how about you patrol this area. And then you come down and you patrol here. And together we will make something worth writing home about. That was the best I could come up with there. Not a skilled describer of things, as you could tell that my description of describing things was also pretty, like, about as lame as you could have gone with. That's kind of funny that the metal extractor they left alive. I am perplexed, ARM. So nice to us. Leaving our resource extraction intact. Ooh, I do wish, I wonder, you know what, I'm gonna speed up the game, sorry. It's just, you know, I just want them to attack me, and they're being very uncooperative in this endeavor. What can I say? I feel like we are well prepared for a pretty good offensive by the ARM, and they have yet to furnish one. What to build? We'll do some Finks, and then honestly we could reclaim the regular air plant too in service of completing the advanced air a little faster. And then Vamps. I don't think have we done a Vamp Swarm? We've used Vamps. I think we've done at least one Vamp, like Cloud, basically. I don't recall if we've used Vamps like... We haven't used Vamps heavily. We like use them often, but often as their actual role would intend them to be. As a fighter. So I don't feel like we've overused Vamps as opposed to the ARM campaign where we definitely used a lot of definitely made use of a lot of Hawk swarms, but that's just again the sort of, you know, most effective tactic available. What am I gonna do? Do wish we got some more metal. I was in part building those energy in the hopes that I would be able to get a couple metal makers, so go ahead and do that. Once our advanced plant's done, we could always consider doing a fusion reactor as well. That could be interesting. Okay, we are being attacked now, so let's go ahead and change our game speed to a more normal rate. Can you hit that? Oh, bulldogs. Hello. Just out of range of the gat guns, too. One of them made the mistake of wandering too close. And the second one... Get a little excited with our patrol route there. Go ahead and guard. You can guard also. For energy consumption, go ahead and turn off the metal makers. We don't need them at the moment. I feel like, is the enemy basically just like patrolling around us? I feel like we've had very few like deliberate significant attacks. A lot of like patrols, but not much in the way of like, oh yeah, like forward men. They won't let us build nuke defense in this one, which is funny considering they let us build that in previous missions. Like, you think this is the one mission where arguably it could make sense? They might even, you know, they might even would have said, like, oh, maybe try and build a nuke defense. You never know, just to, like, mess with you, but apparently it's like, nah, we're not even gonna tease you with that one. It's okay, it's not real. This is the biggest gap in our defenses down here, obviously. Let's go ahead and we'll just build one more Dragon's Teeth there, and then maybe like another gat gun right here, just to kind of close this perimeter. We've got the can and some slashers holding the fort down, but I'm thinking we'll be okay, because like anything that comes through here too is gonna, obviously we've got the double gats, there'll be a nice little pincer, and then we've got multiple artillery pieces that'll be raining down on them the whole time as well, so I'm not overly worried. Oh, we've got something was shooting at our vamp. Let's go ahead and get an air repair pad. Seems like a nice amenity to provide. Speed the game speed up a little bit again. How much do air repair pads cost? 430 metal and a lot of energy. So not terrible actually, in terms of what you get in exchange for them. Maybe let's reclaim that tree. And create the gate, not the galactic gate, of course. Oh, and we can, now that our extra construction aircraft are done, we can have them, of course, reclaiming stuff. Let's see what is out there. So we got advanced radar now, but I'm thinking there's jammers at work, so let's check like this bottom corner, for instance. Multiple Samsons. So there's nothing actually in the exact corner. Quite a few Merles. There's the Fidos again. Some more Brawlers, some more Merles, so those will be irritating to deal with. That's why we were building up a mobile force now, finally. You keep reclaiming things. Essential to our war effort. How long has this mission gone on for? 37 minutes so far. I think we're gonna lose our brave slasher. That's alright. A little slasher that could. Our one metal extractor continues to stand firm against the dark as the Vamp Squadron grows in numbers. Ever stronger. Fusion reactor almost done, and then of course we'll be able to switch on our metal makers all the way. And at this point, I'm gonna say we are in an exceptionally solid position to resist further attacks, if I would be so bold as to say. Okay, what is under attack? This? Oh, the construction aircraft. Almost damaged, almost dead actually. I have a silly idea. Just gonna reclaim the Luger. Don't mind me. Oh, not quite. It was a good enough idea though, I think. It was fun. Alright, let's see if we can build a gat gun here real quick. Not sure if it'll really matter, but just, again, give the impression that this is our entrance to our fortress. Someone wants to attack us. This is, you know, please come in this way. And, of course, it appears that our fusion reactor has been successfully finished. So, of course, we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Get a few more metal makers as well. Spread them throughout the base, just so that way, you know, we're a little more decentralized. We got Merles. Were they launching against... Oh, that's Thud, probably. And, oh, the radar. Interesting. And the advanced radar is still online, which should give us most of our coverage at this point. Let's go ahead and bring our vamps down. I want to see what's going on. Oh, crawling bombs. Very neat. Okay. A few more down. Taken some damage to our base, as we probably would expect from a Merle force. Let's see what else is out here. Hey, there's Samson. Crawling bombs. Probably another crawling bomb about to make an appearance down here if I didn't know any better. Yeah, so at this point, I do not foresee the arm being able to overcome us. So it's really a matter of, you know, mopping up the enemy. Let's build an advanced K-bot lab just for the fun of it. Let's have you just very slowly start work on an Intimidator, because I think it would be amusing. Because it pleases me. Have one of you start reclaiming the wreckage that we, our vamp force has provided for us. These foolish arm using Samsons in such small groups. Don't they know the strength of the Samson is in its numbers? The mobile artillery, the health is really quite bad. It seems like it's almost worse than the Samson, honestly. We finally take our revenge on that mobile artillery. Cost us a construction aircraft, the nerve. Do some strafing. Let's see if we can take out... What's up in this corner here? Just a random Zeus. And, like, literally the possibly as far up in the corner as he possibly could get. Well, he's gone now. Alright, what else? Any more aircraft around? Anything else that needs to be disposed of? That just, like, that Samson just, like, winked out of existence. There's something about that missile impact must have been just perfect. Just completely eliminated it. Alright, what's going on with the Intimidator? Let's get a few more helping hands on it. Advanced lab, what can we build? Pyros, crawling bombs, cans, jammers. That's pretty much it. Okay, well, let's build a advanced construction K-bot just for the fun of it. Okay. Whoa, they have a lab? They just have a random lab? Do they have resource structures? Because otherwise, how would they, you know, be supporting this lab? I am most perplexed as to this situation. Okay, well, the more you know. Got multiple Zeuses now. Got another mobile artillery. Decent amount of... Oh, Jethro's very exciting. So we do have a counter to our forces here. You have some brawlers on the ground and some hawks. Okay. Let's see if we can took those out. Okay, I think we're good over there. Let's take out the Phytos on this side of the map, and then we'll focus on the other side. Commander, you head over there as well. How about? I think we've got enough vamps. Just flinging them out. There we go. Bam. Alright. Another mission successfully accomplished there. Kind of want to finish this Intimidator and see if I can get any kills with it. If I'm being honest. That just would amuse me to no end. Let's see. Come on, Intimidator. Game speed plus 10. All our resources pouring into this big old cannon. They've let us capture Berthas from the arm a few times. Now let's see if we can return the favor, but not exactly. Alright, here it is. Intimidator got a kill. See if we can see the impacts over here. Not seeing. There we go. I'm not necessarily seeing it, but okay, let's fire at will and then go ahead and get the vamps over. So it's got at least 2 kills. And back to normal game speed. And let's start the show. Okay, now look at that. So I think an Intimidator shell landed in the middle and sniped a few of them. If I didn't know any better, why there was a random large explosion. There went another Intimidator shell. It's not exactly the most accurate unit, but you know, it's very heavy artillery. What are we expecting? Managed to kill 1 Zeus, I think. What's down here? Intimidator, 3 kills. See if you can hit that before we kill it with the vamps, inevitably. Okay. And there's the Luger. Okay. Something left? Anything left? So there must be something left, and we're not seeing it. Commander, you keep guarding this. How about we set this to move there, and then patrol there to there. To there, to there, etc., etc. See if we can find whatever's evading us. Okay. Where's our regular squadron? There you are. Clear out these last black spots just to see if something might be hiding. Oh, wait, was something there? Oh, there. Okay, we got a Luger. We do have a Luger hidden cunningly in plain sight. Oh, I think I heard the victory noise. So that's it. Well done. Well done, Vamp Squadron. Alright. Thank you for tuning in to our second to last episode of the Core campaign. We will be wrapping up soon.